Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Robyn, and on this channel we talk about anything and everything bookish, and we sprinkle in a couple of vlogs here and there. At the moment we are just bookish, like bookish content, but maybe at a later stage we'll do, I don't know, cleaning or like organizing or day in my life. So I don't know, you guys let me know down below if there's any particular content that you want. But yeah, today, oh no wait, I didn't say, guys, I got new glasses. I really like them. They're comfortable, they make me just feel good and like grown up and mature and like businessy. So let me know down below if you like the new glasses or not. Hopefully you do, because I love them. But yeah, I do apologize, the light is going to be bouncing off. I can't really do like much about lighting at the moment. It is late afternoon, early evening, so yeah, that do be a problem, so please bear with me. And yeah, so today's video is me doing an unhaul that I am terrified but so excited to do. So basically I'll be pulling books off my shelf and explaining why I'm keeping it or why I'm unhauling it. And do not stress, if you want any of the books in my unhaul pile, I will be posting it on stories on Instagram, and then I will have a highlight on my Instagram page, my Bookstagram page, where it will like sit if anybody's interested. So you're welcome to message me over there. If you do not have Instagram, you're welcome to just comment down below if you would like the books. But yeah, I'm not going to obviously sell them for their retail price because they're secondhand. So yeah, I think it will be nice for some people to be able to pick up some nice books. So yeah, I just thought we can do it that way. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. I just wish I could, like, I don't know if this is gonna work. Like, oh, okay, it works. I have you guys on my office chair. You just can't see the shelf under this one, but it's fine. When we get there, we'll change positions again. So let us start at the top here. So I have my Shadowhunter novels over here and my codex. Um, I have not. I've read book one when I was in high school, which was a long time ago. So yeah, I've read book one. I have not read the rest of the series. However, I want to. I just haven't felt the urge to, if that makes sense. It's just kind of been sitting here. But for now, I'm going to keep this collection. However, here is the twist with this video. If my next unhaul, which I want to do one a year, if my next unhaul, I haven't even touched the second book, I have to unhaul the entire series, including the codex. That's what I want to do. I want to have a challenge for myself. So in a year's time, if I have not even touched the second book, they all go. So that is the twist for today's video. So let me just prop that back up there. There we go. And then moving on to this side, we have For the Wolf and For the Throne by Hannah Whiten, I believe. This is a duology. Haven't heard about it, haven't read it, haven't checked reviews. This was actually gifted to me by a friend of mine. I'm sure if you like have been watching my videos from the beginning, these two books were sent by the lovely Kelly, and it was in an unboxing video. Thank you again, Kelly. I will get to these. These are not going anywhere. These are definitely books I want to read. So from what it says here, by Jodie Picard, that one. I can't say the surname. I'm so sorry. Says a brilliant dark fantasy duet. So I don't know if it is going to be a dark fantasy. But yeah, I am keeping these two. book 1 is actually for the wolf. It looks really good, so but like I don't know a lot. Like I'm saying it looks good because of the covers, but yeah, those will be read super soon. I want to read them. Powerless by Lauren Roberts. This is my baby child. I love this book. I got it for my birthday. I annotated it even. I'm sure I've spoken about it in a video. She's staying. We love her. We annotated her. We can't wait for Reckless. And then for Fearless, which is next year. I believe it's going out next year. So yeah, she's staying. I really enjoyed this first book. I'm looking forward to the next 2 books. Then, our next one up here is Gothicana. Now, I bought this book for myself in September, I believe. I was going to read it for Spooky Month. I never got around to it. Will I still read it? Most likely. I'm just not itching to read it at the moment. I think I'm gonna keep it, and then if it's not read within a year, I'm gonna unhaul it. This is a bit stressful, but yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. You know what? I'm actually just gonna move stuff off here. Then the next set I have here is a modern fairy tale by Holly Black. She is the writer of the Cruel Prince trilogy. I started Tithe, I think that's how you pronounce it, and I'm more than halfway through. Like, as you can see, I've probably got like under 200 pages left. I won't say I'm not enjoying it. I think I'm just trying to adapt to Holly's writing style. So it's a series I'm definitely going to keep, and I'm going to do my best to get through to. And like, look at these covers. They're gorgeous. But not just that, my brother gifted me these, so I will not get rid of anything my brother gifts me. I'm sorry. It's staying on the shelves. So that will be staying. I'm just moving this because I'm going to need to show you guys the next lots of books. So it's Fallen, it's Torment, it's Passion, it's Fallen in Love, it's Rapture, and it's Unforgiven. So my grandparents gifted me the sets. I have read, let me just put this back. I just wanted to show you guys the covers. They're gorgeous. I have read about 50% of Fallen. And I DNF'd it, and then I picked it up again, read up until where I was last, and I DNF'd it again. So this has been DNF'd twice. So I'm kind of in a place where I don't know if it is a series I should be keeping on my shelf or attempting again. I have spoken to people, attempted to speak to people about this. Not very many people have read this book. The series in general. There's like one person I spoke to that said this series is phenomenal, it's amazing, you must read it. Like, they said nothing but good things. But the reviews on this book is so bad. But then, like, we kind of pick up and, like, get better reviews as it goes. So, I'm not sure. So, I think if I have not read book 1, because I've DNF'd it twice, this is an exception for the series. If I have not read book 1 by my next unhaul next year, the whole series goes. But if I've read book 1, I can keep the rest of the series and read the rest of the series. Damn. This is how I'm keeping myself accountable. So, Fallen will stay. I just want to, like, keep everything neat and not have the entire shelf, like, go wacko. So, just one moment, please. Let me just put everything back. So, for the first shelf, nothing has been unrolled. But you know what? There's still lots of books to look at. The next book is Belladonna by Adeline Grace. We are keeping her. She's a hardcover, and she was a gift, and she's annotated. So I'm keeping it. It was a good read, so I'll keep her. And then City of Bones, also hardback. She was also a gift, and I will only get rid of this if I get rid of the rest of the series. So for now, we're keeping it. The art is so pretty. I'm not gonna. If you want to see an in-depth of like special editions, let me know. That can be a video idea. Then next up we have Fourth Wing and Ninth Wing. Fourth Wing is so staying. I won it in a giveaway. So Fourth Wing is staying. Iron Flame. I have about that much left. I got a massive spoiler for the ending of this book that I put it down, and I have not touched it since. It's been sitting on my shelf. I'm going to do the same with this. If I do not read this by my next unhaul, I'm most likely going to unhaul it then. I do want to give it a chance, and I think I'm going to give it up until the third book, which is Onyx Storm, which comes out next year. If I do not enjoy Onyx Storm, I am DNFing this entire series and I am selling it, because this book has just, it's angered me, but more because of the spoiler that I was given. Guys, please put spoiler warnings on anything and everything. Please, especially book content. Please, because this has been ruined for me because a spoiler warning wasn't put. Anyway, then Silver Flames. I'm keeping this copy for now. I am looking for an orange copy. Once I have an orange copy, I'm selling this one. If you or anyone you know is selling an orange copy, let me know down below in the comments or send me a message on Instagram. I will buy it off of you. Next, Crescent City 2. I have Crescent City 1 and 2 separated because of the height problem, but I have not read these yet. I'm keeping them. They will be read. I'm just wanting to read Throne of Glass first. Haunting and Hunting Adeline, they are staying. They are my babies. I don't care if you love or hate me for that one. They're staying. New Moon, I'm currently kind of reading. That's a difficult one. That's staying. Song of the Marked. I got this as a birthday gift. I am going to read this. I'm not giving this away because I haven't read it yet, if that makes sense. Wuthering Heights. Hardback, stunning, beautiful. Like, it's cloth bound. It's like a really old edition, but it's in such good condition. This is the first book going in the unhaul pile. The only reason I bought this book was because of how it looked, and I thought it would look good on my shelves. But 9 times out of 10, it's like this on my shelf. I'm never going to read this, if I'm being honest. And I also got it because of After, the book series by Anna Todd. So this is going. Goodbye. Thank you for serving. Next, Tales of the Hinterland by Melissa Albert. This was in, I think it was my first ever YouTube video for my book content. I mentioned this. I thrifted this. Have not read it yet. I have just like tabbed it because it's like short stories. Again, if it's not read by next year, it's getting unhauled. Dark Lover by J.R. Ward. Haven't read it. Well, I've read a couple of pages. I am enjoying it. I'm just not in the mood for it right now because it is a very long series. Do I want the paperback? Yes, but I'm going to unhaul it because this series is so dang long. I'm not going to have the space. So I'm unhauling the paperback, but also because the paperback makes me uncomfortable. So we've got 2 books in the unhaul pile. To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. This is a bit of a hard one. I don't like giving away or selling things that were gifted to me. But I have DNF'd this book twice, and I've tried to read it twice and it's not grabbing my attention. The female main character is freaking annoying. She's very repetitive in her head. Like, we know what's going on. Like, stop repeating yourself. So, unfortunately, I will be unhauling To Kill a Kingdom. To the person who bought this for me, if you're watching this video, please know I love and appreciated this so freaking much. It just wasn't for me, and I'm really sorry. I did give it 2 tries, but it's just landed up in 2 DNFs, so it will serve somebody else better. So I'm sorry, and yeah, like, I this was a hard choice and decision to make, but I have to, I can't, I have to let this go. But the person that gifted this to me also had a hard time reading it, so I don't think they will, like, mind or have a problem with it or be upset because they even struggled to get through this. So, goodbye. Next up, we have The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, I think. This was a birthday present. I have not read it yet. I am going to read it. It stays. The Vampire Academy books, I've read the first 2. They've been okay. I'm going to also put a timer on this. If I have not read it by next year, at least to book 4, I'm getting rid of the entire thing. Obviously, the person who gave it to me, as kind of a gift, I will first speak to them before selling it. I won't just, like, sell it, if that makes sense. So that is the second shelf. We have unhauled a total of 3 books. Are we going to unhaul more? I don't know. This is feeling like not right. um, but yeah, I love my books and I give books a chance. So I don't want it to be thought that I don't give books a chance. Like, I try at least twice before, getting rid of a book. Okay, so we've got some space now. Goodness me. It's my little cute kitty cat that goes on my shelf. I'm just going to put her up there for now, and her up there for now. Okay, bottom shelf you cannot see, so I'll be bringing everything up. Her Majesty's Royal Coven. Have not read it. Was gifted to me, I think, not for my birthday, I think it was after. So this is, like, hasn't been on the shelf for that long yet. I will be getting it rebinded though. I'm not a fan of this cover. This also just, yeah, it makes me a little bit uncomfortable, the cover as a whole. But that's just personal preference. I'm not going to get into it. I know this is about witches, obviously, but I would rather just rebind it because I'm not a fan of the cover. So that we're keeping. It Started Us by Colleen Hoover. We are keeping A Undeniable by Hannah James. We are keeping this book. This series is so good. I need the last 2 books so badly. We're keeping. Alrighty, the Unforgettable Loretta Darling. I was gifted, well, not gifted, I was just given this book randomly. There's no place like Hollywood. There's no one like, oh, The Unforgettable Loretta Darling. Okay. I'm not sure what this is about. I'm putting this on a self-destruct timer as well. I'll be here. I think what I'm going to do with a lot of these books is try and read 100 pages or 5 chapters, depending on how long the chapters are. And if I don't like it, then I'm getting rid of. So this I'm keeping. I'm going to do the 100-page thing first. Next book, this is written by a friend of mine, Zayan. It is A Grumpy Witch's Guide to Finding Love. This beauty is staying on my shelf like forever and ever and ever and ever. This book was so good. Definitely give it a read. Little Woman. This copy is quite old. You can see it's old by, like, the yellowing of the pages and the damage or whatever, but I'm keeping this because it was a gift and it's supposed to look antique-y, so I'm keeping this. If it still hasn't been touched, you know the drill. Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover we are keeping. Ooh, this one's a hard one. The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay. I read Hunger Games when I was in high school, and then I never read the other two books. I watched the first book, read the first book, watched the movies, haven't touched this series since. The reason why it's a bit difficult to let this go is because if you've read Powerless, it's very much Hunger Games vibes. Um, but I don't see myself picking this up, so I'm unhorning. I'm not gonna even talk about it. Silent Patient we're keeping. We're currently in the middle of reading that. The Blue Sisters, Self-Destruct Timer. Confess, not the best Colleen Hoover book I've ever read, but we're keeping it because we're collecting Colleen Hoover books, obviously. Verity, read, loved, it stays on my shelf. The Book of Love, also putting on a self-destruct timer. It is quite a chunky book. So yeah, I'm keeping this on the shelf. Thank you for sharing. I don't know if I'm going to vibe with this. Let me just read the synopsis. They met as teenagers at summer camp, but when Daniel broke the heart of young Lydia, they parted ways, with Lydia holding on to her grudge into adulthood. When they meet again 14 years later, they butt heads just as badly. At least they'll never have to meet again, right? She hated him since they were teenagers. He missed he missed her just as long. It's saying enemies to lovers, but I'm not getting that. Like, I hate to love. Yes, maybe. Unholding. Song of Achilles. I'm keeping this. This was a gift, and I just don't think I've been in the right headspace to read it, so that one is staying. And then my Twisted series by Anna Hong. I don't have Twisted Games, but I'm keeping this set. Shatter Me by Tara Murphy. I've kept it because of the cover. If you look at the back, like, there's the other covers. They're stunning covers, but I heard this is quite dystopian-esque, and I don't see myself reading this, considering how long it is as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 books. I'm not gonna read this. I'm not gonna read this. I'm not. Unhaul. Norse mythology. I'm not gonna keep this either. I have had no want to read this. Then I have the After series by Anna Todd. I'm just going to briefly show them. These stay on my shelves. They are my babies. They got me back into reading. If Only I Had Told Her. Have not read it yet. I'm waiting for book 1. I have bought it, but I'm just waiting for it. And then in Every Generation, I need to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer series first before I can read this. I have not watched the series. So, at the moment, this is our current Unhaul pile. So there's a few books. We've made some space, but I'll be with you guys in a second. I just want to pack the bottom shelf back, and then I do have other shelves on the other side of the room, but there's no space, so I'm just gonna bring all the books in front of me, and then we can discuss. Alrighty, I'm back. The Unhaul pile, I'm just gonna move. So the next stack I brought is books that I wanted to discuss. I do have a few more, but they're not going to be unhauled. It's true crime books. I'm not unhauling my true crime books, so they just stay there. We'll maybe do a separate video on true crime books. I don't know. So I have the Black Dagger Brotherhood Insider's Guide. It's old. It's It's an old copy. I think this just like answers questions about the series. I think, yeah, it's an insider's guide. So I don't see a point in keeping this because, like, I unhauled the first book in the series because I'm gonna rather just audiobook it. So I think that one must go. The Murder of King Tut. This is by James Patterson and Martin DeGard. I'm keeping this book. I've reread it twice already. I want to do another reread. So that one is staying, and they've actually opened up some shelf space. So I can put him on the shelf. Part of Your World I'm keeping. The Outsiders. If you've read this, please let me know down below in the comments. My dad said I should give it a read and see if I like it. I just haven't read it yet. It's very short though. So let me know if you read this. If you have, let me know if it was good. I definitely want to read this. So I think I'm actually going to put it on this shelf because the other shelf is like tucked away. I don't see it much. Then the next series with a timer on is the Cruel Prince series. I heard a book one is very hard to get in. It's very like world building, like meh, like thrown on you. And then I heard Wicked King is good, but then Queen of Nothing is everything. So self-destruct timer on these as well because I just haven't read it yet. I have had no interest, but like I've still wanted to read it if that makes sense. Like I want to read it. I want to know about Jude and Carden. I just haven't picked it up yet. So another self-destruct on that one. I'm just making a space so that I can see it. I would love to get it, like a TBR card for all these things. It will make my life so much easier. Anyway, our next series we have, so it actually goes like this. Book 2 is short. It is the Wolf Springs Chronicles. So it's Unleashed, which is book 1, Hot Blooded, book 2, and Savage, book 3. I enjoyed this series. It was good, but I don't see the point in having it on my shelves because I'm not gonna read these again. They were quite YA. It was like a YA werewolf scenario. I really love this cover though. Like it's so good. But yeah, it was good. It was good. But I can't read it again because I already solved the mystery by obviously reading all 3 books. I know what happens and everything. And like I said, very YA. This is not werewolf smut. Just pointing that out. So I think I'm going to part with these, or I want to keep them because I had a good time with them. But like, if I really, really, really want to read it again, I'm not gonna read it physically. But I'm not gonna read it again. Like, I'm like, look how perfect this is. Let me just the moon, like how it like goes from that to full. We're unhauling it. We're not gonna look back. We're just unhauling it. It's done. Guys, this is crazy. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 books that I'm unhauling. Gosh, that is a lot. I was like expecting to unhaul like maybe 1 or 2 books, but 13 is hectic. Yeah, I think that is just gonna be it for the video. My floating shelves are books that I love, and I've read majority of them except one, which was in a series that I will be completing. And then I do have a couple other like books scattered around my room that I will be keeping, or that I've read and I've loved that I'm keeping. Yeah, I think that is it. I'm a little bit sad. Because like I enjoyed some of these books, but like what's the point of keeping it if I'm never gonna read it again, or like it was just a good book. It wasn't great, it wasn't the best thing I've ever read, you know. Yeah, I don't know if I was harsh enough. Obviously like I did my best, and I know it's not a lot of books, but we need to keep in mind my collection is not massive. I've haven't been doing booktube for a very long time. I've been on Bookstagram. Next year will be 2 years, so I only like recently basically started my collection, and yeah, I think the damage we did was good. um, but yeah, like I said, there are a few other books that are like tucked away, but like I'm leaving them there because it is books I'm going to read. Like I've got no doubts in my mind. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's very weird. Um, yeah, I don't know. I feel weird. Um, because like I watch all these unhauls and it's like they get rid of so many books, but like I need to remember I don't have a home library yet. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please let me know down below. Please let me know down below in the comments if you enjoyed this video, and I don't know, maybe give me your thoughts and opinions on some of the books that I kept, especially books that are on the self-destruct timer. Yeah, let me know your thoughts, and I don't know how to end this because I feel like there's so much more to say. But yeah, I'm done now. I'm done rambling. We are unhauling the books that I put to be unhauled. If you are interested in buying any of them, I will have them up on my Instagram, so you can DM me there. If you do not have Instagram, you are more than welcome to comment here on this video, and we'll find a way to communicate. We could even try like emails. But yeah, I think that is it for this video. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.